This is a pendant that we're going to be making today. This is a teardrop mookaite jasper stone and a mookaite jasper bead. If you'd like to see how to make this, just keep watching. Hi, this is Tammy with Debbie Tammy Creations, and today we are going to wrap a teardrop cabochon, and it's going to have a little bead hanging down at the bottom. You're going to need 4 lengths of square dead soft copper wire. Each one is 11 inches long, and I've got just another small piece of the square copper wire. This is maybe 3 inches at the most that I'm going to use to make a loop to connect that piece. And then I've also got 2 pieces of half round 22 gauge dead soft copper wire. You'll also need your round nose pliers, chain nose or tweezer nose pliers, flush cutters, and if you have them, nylon jaw pliers. So to begin, we're going to put all of our wires nice and together. And we're going to take one piece of our half round wire, and we're going to start wrapping a little bit to the left of center. And we want the flat part of the wire to be down against these base wires, so the rounded side is pointing up. And we're gonna do, let's do 5 wraps. Well, let's do 6. So there's a total of 6 showing on this side, and then I'm going to trim these off on the other side so that when they lay down, they lay flat and they won't be visible. All right, and then I'm going to take this wire, which will be in the front, and I'm going to make a small little loop with it by putting my round nose pliers right inside here. I'm going to curl up just a little, and then I'm going to take this around, and then I'm going to put it back in and bend this out so that it comes back in line with the rest of these. So this is what it looks like after you've done that. And I like to use this nylon plier because it helps to straighten these out after you've done that. I'm gonna straighten this front one out again. All right, so we've got just a little loop there in the front, and I'm gonna squeeze those together just a little bit more to make a nice loop. All right, and then I'm going to take my other piece of half round wire, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the other side, and putting the half round part face up. I'm going to put my wires on top of it and start bending over, and we'll do 6 of these on the other side. And I'm going to use my nylon pliers just to push this down, make sure those stay flat. Sometimes the square wires like to cross over each other, so all right, so this is the back side. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I did 6. So I'm going to bring this last one over and trim off both of these and press them down. nice and flat, like this. Ooh, well, that one does not look too good. Let me fix it. I don't have my glasses on. I think that was a problem. All right, so I'm gonna squeeze these together, squeeze these together. There we go. Now I'm going to take these chain nose pliers right in the center, and I'm going to make a bend for my teardrop to fit in here. And then I'm gonna have to bend this downward like this. And that's what's going to, my bead is gonna attach to. So we won't do that part yet, but we will see if our teardrop stone fits inside of there. Might need to open it a little bit more to fit it in. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to the back and bring that back wire out a little bit and push inward just to create a place for that cabochon to sit in the back. All right, so we've got it like this. We can put this back on there, and that will keep it from falling out the back. Okay, so now we're going to continue bringing these wires up and around, making sure that they stay in line and they're not crossing over each other the wrong way. I'm going to also take this on the top. I'm just going to bring this top wire over the stone just a tiny bit to keep it from falling out the front. All right. And then I'm going to bend at the top and the center, each side, and right where they meet, I'm going to pull these all straight up so we can make a bail out of that. Okay, so now we're going to go to the back, and I'm going to take one of my back wires, and I'm just going to bend it here so it's coming out to the side, and then I'm going to pull it around these wires on this side and twist, and I'm going to pull it around these wires on the other side, trying to keep them all stacked up nicely. And then I'm going to pull it with my pliers just to tighten it a bit and make sure that it's centered. All right. So now we've got our cabochon there, and we can, since this wire is very soft, we can just go ahead and move this back over so that from the front we don't see this wire that we used to wrap around. Okay, I'm trying to keep it in the center. And then we could go ahead and work on our little bead. So what I'm going to do is create a little swirl with my round nose pliers at the base. You could use a head pin if you have one, but just in case you don't have one, you can make your own. And then I'm going to bend this so that it comes out from the top and it's centered. And then I'm going to put my bead on here. There. And then I'm going to use my round nose pliers and place it right on top of the bead, and then bend over 90 degrees. And then I'm going to move my pliers so that this is on top, and then I'm going to bend this wire over that top round piece, take it out, put the bottom one back in, and actually first I need to attach it to this little space. So we're going to attach that, and then we can kind of close this up, hold on to it, and it's easier if you get a good grip on it. Oops, on this part. And then we can create a little, just wrap that little tail around a little bit, a few times on top, and then trim it off. Okay, so now you've got your little bead hanging down in the front. All right, now let's come back up here to the bail, and we're going to separate these wires over to the sides, and I'm going to keep these 3 in the back. And let's see, let me pull one of these back over. So we've got 2 now on either side and 3 in the back. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then this is the one that was coming around, and these 3 in the back. So I think what we will do is trim these so that they're all the same length. Okay, so you've got maybe 2.5 inches of length here. And then you can get something round, or you can use your finger to bend this over to create your bail. Okay. And then I'm going to pull that out. And bend these inward in the back. Let me pull this back out here. Push these into the back. And make sure the bail is right over the top of the stone. And then I'm going to press all of these down so that the chain, won't be able to come out there. So just making sure that all of these are in line. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to then bring this one around again just to capture those. So now we've got that coming around, and I'm going to trim this to make it small. Now you could save this and use it in the future if you need to make another little head pin like we just did. And I'm going to use my chain nose pliers to tuck this in. So I'm just going to tuck it inside the bail. And then on the back, I'm going to take these little tails that are coming out from the bail, and I'm going to cut them rather short. Very short. And with these, now we're just going to take our pliers and bend them straight up in the back. So be straight up like this, and then press them down so that these are out of the way. And then kind of squish them together, bend them down. Okay, just make sure that they aren't sharp, but that's the back. Okay, and then coming back to the front, we've got our 2 sets of wires in the front. So I think what we can do here is we'll take this one on the right side, and we're just going to curve it around like this, and we're going to continue curling around like that, and then we're going to curve it the other direction Just hold it with your finger here as you curl it around. And I'm going to bring it around the back, kind of up high here so we can tuck it in up here. And I don't think we even need to trim it. Tuck that right in there. All right, and now let's twist this one. So we're going to just grasp hold of the end of it. And since it's square wire, it will make a nice little twist. If you are using round wire, it won't do this, but you can make this with round wire, it just won't make this twist. And then we're gonna come around and we're going to bring it around to the back and across the back and back around to this side like this, where we're going to make one more curl. We can do this with our round nose pliers. It's going to be a little bit too long, so I'm going to trim that so that I can curl this around a bit more. Okay. There we go. All right. And then I don't think we are going to make this one symmetrical, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this next wire around and just have it go in line with this one, so it's kind of parallel to this one. And I'm going to bring it around to the back, and then I'm going to bring it through. So just bend it around and bring it through to the front. You can pull it through with your pliers here, like this. And I'm going to make a little curl kind of in the center here. So these are high and low, and this one's going to be more toward the center. And I'm going to trim it right here so it makes that nice curl. Twist it inward like this. And then let's twist this wire as well.
Dinner's ready.
Okay. And we're going to bring it around the front this direction. And let's curve it and bring it underneath this one like this. So just bring it underneath there and around to the back. And we're going to bring it up as well, kind of high, and trim it off. And then tuck it in right in this little space there. Okay, so this is kind of a fun little teardrop pendant with a simple bail and a little drop bead. And these are Mookite Jasper. All right, thank you for watching.